Number 4, Apple Copland. Wait a minute. Apple
Did that
never did
ever
anything
really
bad.
launch?
And it's Apple. They do everything right. So between 1994 and 1996, Apple realized that their macOS operating system was getting very long in the tooth, having been drug along through various architectures, and really was really showing its age, and they needed to refresh. And they had gone through a lot of mismanagement. Steve Jobs was already gone. They got really over ambitious. They had a really wide product line, and they had lots of pressure coming in from the market. And at the end of the day, and I'm reading a note directly from what Lou wrote in here, is you don't get excellence from a committee that doesn't have a direction.
You're not going to get excellence from a committee anyway, but give me a
Right.
committee with no directions, and all you're going to get is a
Right.
lot of expense reports.
And so this is right around the time after Mac OS 7, and they were looking for that next generation of operating system. And so what came next was they acquired Next and the Next OS. And Next OS was ported into what eventually became OS X, which after many years was renamed Mac OS.
Back to Mac OS, right?
What is new is old again, or what is old is new again, however you want to look at that. And so the fallout of that is that while Copland never actually saw a public release, that failure had such severe consequences. Many people at the executive level and below got fired. There was so much engineering effort that was spent and wasted, and finances got to the point that when they eventually did acquire Next and brought Steve Jobs in as an interim CEO, they were months away from insolvency, and they're just barely holding on. And it took somebody like Steve Jobs to come in and really just start cutting everything that wasn't absolutely necessary, cutting all these different product lines, simplifying the product lines, and then really getting that next generation out and bringing the company back from practically a crater. And that's what was required from there. And at the end, they ended up better for it. And, it was just one of those exercises that they needed to go through.